like we're going to switch over, so. Thanks, Craig. For those of you who don't know, Craig is the mastermind behind all of this. He makes all of this, these beautiful videos possible. He makes all the production possible. He is the man behind the scenes, and he does a lot of work. So if you see him, thank him. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. All we do is talk.
That's right. And, well, you know, we're pretty darn good at it.
Professional talkers.
Professional talkers. I'm living the dream over here, Tweak. How about you?
I'm certainly getting close.
Living the dream. Tweak's girlfriend is watching TV in the background. Mine's upstairs asleep, warning me that if I yell too loud, she's going to come down here and punch me in the face. Her words, not mine.
It's pretty normal.
So, you know, yeah, life is good.
All right, now I'm really interested to see how these teams play out. Certainly interested to see if Tau keeps with this super heavy cluster style. I'm assuming they are, certainly because there's 0 people on their stand right now. The only way to counter this, I feel, is to cluster yourself.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think the only way to counter this Tau cluster is to do it yourself. And the only way you'll beat that is if you're a more skilled player. And both teams have really skilled players, so these cluster fights are really good to see. It's all about positioning and who can pull it out quicker.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't think there's any reason to think they would change here. And once again, for those of you just joining us, Tau of Tribe on the Blood Eagle side and Boss on the Diamond Sword side, as Nanner, surprise, goes back to front. He's already over the middle aqueduct. He's going to wave to Mate and go in the other way and make it back to his base. And this is pretty standard stuff. Both players off the start going for the back grabs, both of them getting them, both of them making it back to their base. Mayton throwing the pass off already. Snooks has got it, but he's low on health as he's flying above the base. But they've dispatched all of the chasers on their side of the field. They're going to set up and get into protection mode with the flag on their side as Telia takes it for Tau as they set up on their side of the field. Pretty traditional stuff here so far, Tweak. We got a standoff.
Yep, and standoffs in this map are typically pretty fun. I feel they're pretty fun. You usually have the turret up by the V-pad if it hasn't been taken down, some really solid hills, aqueducts, obstacles in the way. Good map for standoff, however. It does happen fairly darn often. Looks like we did get a flag down and not returned, still bouncing in the field, and Kopapori picked it up. Go ahead, Boomer.
Yeah, he's in Soldier, busting out the Thumper, actually, with the flag there. As, he's under a lot of trouble here. Nanner picks it up as Kopro goes down. Teely is still with him as well, so they fight off the first wave over on the Tau side of the field. Over on the other side, Sunfire's got the flag. They're hanging out right on the flag stand, and a lot of people would say not the best place to do it because you can't see the enemy coming. You're subjected to a lot of splash damage when you're hanging out between those two little buildings there, but that is where they're going to hold it as he passes it off the stunt, and they wait for the next round of chasers to come in on both sides of the field. Here we go.
Yep, this is definitely picking up. Both teams are now mobilizing. Silver Star in a really interesting position as a sniper. Actually something my team has done. Perk the sniper right up on this aqueduct here, allows you to snipe offense and defense very, very easily.
Dunt is doing a little bit of back and forth. He gets nailed, drops the flag. It's going back down behind the other. As they get the return on the other side, both flags returned to base just like that. I only saw one side of the action here, but both flags are back at base as we have another grab by Tau on the other side. Doesn't get anywhere. Both teams probably going to reset here and start over.
Certainly looks like Tau is starting to move out. We got 4 of them, 6 of them technically. If you wanted to count Gatekeeper off their base, it's going to be a really solid attack here. Naynor did get out relatively clean, doing the front to back, interestingly enough. Not the fastest route in the game, but it does give you some pretty quick individual speed, which could be good if you're trying to avoid chasers.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, just a really telling story there. Just had a quick look over at the Tau base. Absolutely, there was nobody there. When Nanner made that grab, all 7 Tau players were beyond midfield over on the enemy side of the base. So, once again, not putting a lot of stock in flag defense. They figure they'll just go get it when they need to. Nanner does have a couple chasers on him. He's made it back to his side of the field, but he gets taken down. I think that was Stunts that took him down. Stunt is going to get the return. And we have a cap for Boss, timing it. They're up 1-0 over Tau here on Arx with about 5 minutes gone.
The that cluster flag play is very strong. However, there are also gaping holes in it, and that's basically the way you play. It's high risk, high reward when you do something like that, because your defense is completely left. Your flag carrier, if you're not escorting him, is completely alone. So if you don't time everything out just right, this cluster play can really mess you up.
It's based on a lot of individual skill, and when you're talking to that, I mean, Nanner's the guy. But in this case, he had stunts, and one other chaser, I didn't see who else it was actually from Boss, stayed with him the whole time, and they were able to just keep laying down fire. Tau simply couldn't get to him as Mayton grabs the flag here. He is away. Tau has not grabbed the flag off. Nanner's coming in from behind. We're going to see if he can get the E-grab in time. He does not. He makes the grab, but not before Mayton scores directly in front of him, making it 2-0 for Boss. But Nanner going to make it 2-1 almost instantly as he got away. Everybody out of position. He's going to make the cap. So 1-for-1 they trade there, but Boss still is up 2-1 here on Arx.
I'm shocked they didn't E-grab sooner. I know they were waiting for Nainer, and that's a good idea to wait for your capper before you grab, but if you have somebody coming in like Matt and as fast as he was moving, you gotta at least try to E-grab it, especially if you have your entire team there. You can almost constantly pick up the return by taking him out.
Yeah, for sure. Just try to move it across the field as a group. But I guess maybe they might have just misjudged how fast Mayton was moving and thought Nanner was going to be able to make it. As we got a couple grabs, a couple returns here. Both teams spread out across the map quite a bit at the moment. We're going to see if they're going to get reset. But I mean, most of the team is midfield right now, as Tau seems to be kind of getting organized on their side of the field. But Boss is pretty spread out. Looks like Mayton going to go for the side route here and try and shoot the tunnel here, try and grab the flag from Tau.
It'd be good to change it up, especially now that they do have Dynamite Stick and Sub on defense. Not something we have been seeing. So those side grabs, like you just saw, can work to change something up, confuse the defense a little bit.
Yeah, Tau, unusual. Had two people at home. Flag is grabbed over on the other side, though. No surprise, it's Nanner. Mayton's going to get back where he's got Sunfire and Dimitsu waiting for him. The Nazman as well back there. As Nanner taking a lot of fire from Snooks, running across Trochans as well. I forgive me rather if I'm mispronouncing your name, dude. I just call it as I see it. And Nanner gets taken down again. Trochans is actually going to get the return here one more time. And we're going to see under fire on that side. No, Sunfire caps the flag for Boss. They're up 3-1 on Arx here over Tau. Taking nothing away from Boss, but I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, definitely a strong come around. It looks like they snapped into gear. I don't know. Maybe they're predicting this cluster play a little bit better. Just kind of playing around where the Tau members are. It certainly seems to be working for them this map, though.
Definitely, as we're going to see two Boss members come in again, just in time for Tau abandon the stand completely, and Telia was back there, but not in position, as Mayton is going to grab the flag again through the tunnel side grab, left to right, headed back the right approach to their base. Sub is laying down some machine gun fire on him, but not catching up. Mayton is away as Turtle Bacon makes a grab for Tau on the other side. He's damaged and surrounded, though. How far is he going to get?
He's certainly not going to get too far, especially with Dimitsu and Snooks on his tail, and he gets sniped down by Silverstar. Great sniper. Really unfortunate, actually. Nainer almost had that grab, but he was actually body blocked by some of the Boss defenders, forcing Turtle Bacon to make an E-grab. No one was able to convert the play, however, and we are now back into a standoff, Boomer.
Yeah, Nanner threw down a Nitron, actually, on the Nazman coming back in, who took the pass from Mayton and got the return as well, right behind the base. So close to another cap there, but no can do. Both flags back on the stand as Tau may be having to rethink the strat a little bit. It's not working too well for him here so far.
Could be map work, could be adaptation from Boss. However, they are getting a lot more grabs than Tau is this time through.
Yeah, there's Mayton actually taking the side route again. He's been shooting the tunnel. The last 3 grab attempts have actually been left to right to left through the tunnel instead of the traditional back to front route. The trick here is, obviously, you're talking about them getting more grabs. Well, that one's a lot faster to set up as he's going to blast in through. He's got a ton of Tau guys waiting for him there. They get the return, but both teams get the return as both flags go home. Turtle Bacon is going to make a slowpoke style grab. And we'll see how far he gets. But once again, In Raider moving very slowly, only moving around 100 or a little less. He gets taken out right about midfield. This is an easy return for Boss. And both flags are
Naner
home again.
almost came up. And I'm not sure if Turtle Bacon threw or it was Nitron, but it was almost a perfect setup for Naner, if a little bit too early. Almost got that grab, but unfortunately it was returned in field. Mayton once again with those side grab.
Yeah, he's having a lot of luck with that side grab. He's certainly having no trouble getting the flag away, which isn't unusual. Again, Tau not playing a lot of defense, but even if they had a couple guys back, Mayton has been having no problem getting that flag off as Naner goes through again, but does not get away. This could be an important play here. Mayton running into a little bit of trouble as a sub, Dynamite Stick, Turtle Bacon, Descolada all waiting for him and trying to get to the stand. They are not going to catch him, though. Great job by Mayton, and they go up 4-1. Boss leading over Tau here on Arx.
If I had to say anything that allowed that point, it was certainly that when Tau did their cluster play, they tried to cut him off midfield, and when you're moving into the base slowly against a capper moving as fast as Matten was, he's going to zip right over your head, and you're going to have nobody on their stand to actually try and take him out with a lot of splash damage in that tunnel or, you know, near the stand itself.
Trochan's tried to come in for a grab there, actually, just switching it up a little bit. He tried the back to front, was moving pretty slowly, though, and ran into a whole bunch of Tau defenders who it almost looks like they're having a conversation on TeamSpeak. You can almost see it happen and then saying, all right, we got to switch it up a little bit here. As we got grabs, Nanner back to front, makes it to midfield, and we've got a return on the boss side, or on the Tau side, rather, of the boss flag. Quick grab. Trochan is going to try and come in and steal it. He does! Steals it from Naner, shoots the tunnel. He's not going to get very far, though. Copro takes him down. Naner waiting to cap, and this should be a given. Yes, it is. Naner makes the cap, and 4-2, cutting the lead to 2 for Boss here now on Arx.
Still got 13 minutes left on the clock. Certainly can tie it up. I have seen ties come from scores exactly like this, so it would be a great map to see it happen on, but all they need is one more cap for Boss, and they're going to close it out, tie the series up 1-1.
Mayton and a Pathfinder again, moving about 200, shooting the tunnel, right to left again, if you're looking towards the enemy base from the boss base, shooting right to left, and he's on the right approach back to his base. Once again, lots of people waiting for him at the Tau, it's on the boss side, in the form of Tau players. Nanner makes the grab and gets away, as Martin actually splatted himself on the wall. He was getting machine gun coming in, the wall pretty much just finished him off, but there's going to be a pickup on that side of the field. And I lost it. Pick it up, Tweaks. I've lost the flag.
Looks like it is now under the aqueduct. Naner with a really quick midfield grab. However, he is headed the wrong way. It was a quickie grab, but not going the right direction. Looks like he's going to be able to change it up here on this hill, and he is now flying towards the right way. However, Trokunt's with a grab, moving kind of slowly to the left. Not going to have a lot of chasers for now. Going to probably make it back, let the offense take care of it. Naner now on stand, or near enough to stand. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's chilling out in the aqueduct on the left-hand side there. He gets nailed, actually, though, coming in. Mayton is right there for the return. Gets the return. Once again, Mayton is really showing his stuff in this match. Trochan is out of position. Silverstar going to get back to try and cover the flag. There are no Tau players anywhere in range here. This cap is a given, and Boss is going to cap this out, and 5-2 over Tau on Arx. Great showing by Boss on this map. They played it really well.
Now, I'm interested to see this next map, mostly because it's basically going to tell us whether or not it was the map or just some solid adaptation by their players against the Tau strategy.